Okay, so my thing is frozen up again. Hold on. Ah, okay, it looks so weird. Right, okay, I fixed it. Okay, so today's stream is gonna be a little bit shorter, a little bit more concise, and a little bit more serious on that note that I am not entertaining people with this. I am making this for awareness, you can say. Right, there is nothing I can do because I don't have money for arbitration for a case of $25, but at the same time, there's many $25 out there that's missing, and I'm not the only one. So I'm gonna expose Goodnovel for what they've done to me, as well as all the other people. So a little brief background before I begin. I will be sorting out my facts and my opinions very clearly, because I know that anything I say online or offline, actually, for that matter of fact, could be used against me and will be used against me in that case. So it is not defamation. It is not slander if it is true. So I'm gonna provide you all the factual evidence, right? This is Goodnovel's website, okay? If you go under Goodnovel, Writers Benefits, Writers Reward, you'll come right to this page over here. URL link is here. It's not fake. I didn't clone this site myself. I'm not that smart. Right? Writers Rewards plan in 2023. So just a brief background. I was here in 2021 when they still had the old system UI. This is the new system UI. I had the old system UI previously before this. They removed it already, right? This is all my whatever things, okay? So in 2023, Goodnovel had a revamp. They are giving new MABs and they have new things. So you can see I was once contracted under the past one whereby non-exclusive only needed 80,000 words, right? So they have increased that word cap, which is not a problem because I received payout once for that. Once or twice, I can't remember. But anyways, the only book that I had problems with was Dear Dawn. I will show you like chronologically later on. But this is the past, so these are their terms and conditions, and this is now when they say it's 2023. This part here. Alright, there is an asterisk over here. When book is completed on Goodnovel, first it has 120,000 words or more. This is referring to the $50 non-exclusive reward, right? At least that's what I was told. And the profit share, which is about 50%. Also, they said in the email thread. But here's the catch. This part of profit share was mentioned. Oh no. Hold on. I have the wrong screen up. No wonder. Okay, let me just go through again, right? So briefly go through again. This is the website Goodnovel. If you go on a Writers Benefits, there's Writer Rewards. Click on this, you come on this page. So I'm not faking it. This is the old plan over here, the past. We're currently looking at this new plan over here. I am looking especially into this non-exclusive contracts. So there are two parts to this, which is the $50 reward, as well as the profit share. Profit sharing is 50%, or so they claim. And the terms and condition for $50 non-exclusive reward is when it's completed on Goodnovel first, and it's 120,000 words or more. No additional statuses here, right? Okay, this is one thing to note. Another thing to note is that this part here, profit share, is written in the contract. So I won't disclose to you the things that they written. I'll say it's about 50, right? This part here is not included in the contract at all. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I can't reveal details of what I've signed in a contract that is inside, but I'm gonna tell you what is not inside. And Goodnovel has never made the promise to any author of non-exclusives to pay 50 USD upon completion. That's what they never did. So they are actually not legally obliged to pay you any money at all if they don't feel like it. And I think this counts as false advertising because the terms and conditions for this has never been explicitly stated to any author upon signing. Right? So I think the lack of transparency on Goodnovel's part is a huge problem. Because I'm not the only one who is suffering from this. Okay, let me show you now the evidence that they did not pay me 50 USD upon completion. Right, these are all for the other things you can read by yourself. Right, we're done with this part. Okay, we'll get to this later. Also, yes, I'll be revealing a little bit of my real name due to the legal cases that's going on. This is one of the first books that I signed. Okay, it was the 80,000 thing, so it didn't matter. I got payouts. Did I get payouts? No, I didn't get payouts for this one because back then they didn't have the 50 USD thing, but I did get payouts for a couple of others. Wait, let me just go to all my stories. There are quite a few stories here. Okay, okay. So this one over here, I did get my payout for in 80,000 words because it was the old one before they upped it to 120,000 words. This one, no problem. Alright, editor was also very happy with that. This one here didn't get paid, but I got the profit shares from it. So there was no mentions of paying it upon completion, and it wasn't posted on Goodnovel first, so I didn't qualify anyway. This one also didn't qualify, I think. Yeah, I'm not so sure if I qualified this one. I can't remember, but it's definitely more than 120,000 words. Is it? No, it's not. It didn't cross, despite what I thought. But anyways, the series is completed now. This one definitely qualified. It was in 80,000 words as well. And yeah, I hit that, definitely hit that. And half of it is out on Amazon right now, so I definitely posted this on Goodnovel first. The other half is unedited, still sitting for edits. This one I definitely signed. This one is under the new contract, so I spent a lot of time actually trying to make the word count, and I eventually made it. So it's more than 120,000 words. I got the payouts for it. Okay, this one, recent one, the most recent one, I joined a competition and I didn't make it even though I made the word count. And this is what they did. This one's still ongoing, so I won't say it. Right, this is what they did. All right, let me go under income, under detail. And as you can see, this is the accumulated balance and stuff like that. This is what the profit share is about. No mentions of how they calculated this, so I'm gonna assume that they are doing the math right at the back end. But anyways, this is my history. So let's go all the way to 2021, because that is when I started, right? So assumingly we start at January, there's nothing over here. February, nothing yet. I didn't actually start until about April-ish or something, but I didn't really earn much that year either. Okay, so when we have a number, I will show it to you. So July. Okay, this is the first. So it's September 2021. So it's all on the profit share. This is Liberal Assassin. These are all the books that I already signed with them, see? Okay, so I started pretty early on. Not as early as Sunscar, but definitely earlier than a lot of people. So Liberal Assassin was still the one that was going on, because back then Goodnovel and Meganovel were not separated, which is why Godfather World was there. Okay, if you see this, there's a completion bonus. Can you see this is 50? So this is the one that I got paid out for, I promise. Let's scroll down. This is the book that I got. So completion bonus, you see, it's 50. So I did get a payout there. Okay, interesting. This was under old contracts or something. I'm not sure if they had a word limit back then, because it's not even stipulated in the contract. But anyways, this is profit shares again. So yeah, and this is when the Haunted Vibrator made it. So it's not CISO, but I needed money. Okay, it's doing okay on Kindle right now. I don't know why. This one here is another profit share, so it just brings forward. When you don't hit 100 USD, it just carries everything forward. So these are the things. This is already in 2022. Alright, a little bit more profit share. You can see it's not earning a lot because I'm not like a mainstream writer. A little bit more profit share, and you can see the number of works that I have with them. It's kind of increasing right now. So yep. And then this is April. Still no payouts yet. I think I lodged like a... Okay, when you hit USD 100 and above in the year, you can actually take it out to bank. So I paid it out to PayPal. That's what I did. But I think it was after the completion of one of the books. There. Okay, another 50 USD for completion bonus, and payment is successful. They will let you know. This is the amount I withdrew, right? This is in July 2022. So apart from the profit shares over here, I don't know what ad revenue split is. I don't know what this is and how they calculate it, but it's too small of an amount to actually bother me. This one here, yes, I completed the Haunted Vibrator after the... What is that? The Halloween competition. I wrote this for the Halloween competition, so they accepted this. And then that's the second book that got payout. And then it's just like, you know, it resets all of these things and carries over. So these are the things that I didn't bank out, and surprisingly Godfather World was doing well. I don't know why, but 2022, and then I earn a little bit more in profit shares over here. Still no non-exclusive bank outs, right? And then this one here, profit share, it's okay. Yeah, I think single dead alpha was about to be completed. There we go. Okay, so the completion here, I think this is single dead alpha. There we go. Okay, 50 USD. So far, so good. No problems with Goodnovel. That's why I used to say that they were good until this happened. And then there's a little bit more profit share. So I didn't actually complete any more new works in this period, but this 2023 I did. Okay, I did complete new works. So here are some of the things that they did, and then I think I might have banked out again because I was hitting close to USD 100, right? So the minimum holding balance is 100 USD. Ta-dang! So I made enough and I banked out this amount, right? So this is the amount that I banked out. So this is my second bank out from Goodnovel itself in 2 years. So about once a year I bank out once. I am not a very top earning author, so I'm being very transparent right now. This is the profit shares again after I bank out. So it's accumulating a little bit over the months, as you can see. And the number of works have gotten more. So Dear Dawn is started over here, right? So Dear Dawn was actually started because of a mafia competition. Yeah, I wanted to try writing mafia romances, so I tried, but then I was like, Little Mermaid with that, and Felice actually drew the cover for me. She didn't charge me for that. Very nice. Very kind. She was a fan of Dear Dawn, so I let her read the entire manuscript for free as well. Like, gave it to her as my proofreader and read it and like told me what she thought, and she drew it for me, and the character covers as well, so she's really nice. You can commission her. She's not expensive, but I'm broke. So yeah, the Time Cross Academy art things have to wait for a bit until I get my money. Right, so a little bit more profit shares over here. It's already August, so September over here. So September is still in profit shares, as you can see. October not so much. Yeah, so I did earn a little bit of something. And this is the month that really, okay, so okay, you see the big thing that is the purple. Usually you'd see a 50 on completion bonus, right? Look at this. It was initially 50, and then somewhere in December it changed because I was on a holiday and I didn't know what happened. But by the time I came back from my holidays from Japan, I saw it was 25 and the number didn't look right. So I was like, what is going on? So I'm going to check. So now I'm going to scroll down and reveal to you that this is what they really did. Can you see this? Can you see this? It is completed, but it's only half the amount of what they've stated on the website, which is really unfair and really odd. So I'm going to show you all the things until January, and they just brushed it off and carried over, and I don't know what is going on right now because yeah, whatever it is, profit share, and then it's not the end of the month yet, so they haven't tallied everything, but this is the only book that's earning anything, and the rest of it hasn't appeared until the end of the month, processing until next month, like probably halfway through, and then you start seeing these things properly. So this is for the Goodnovel back end, right? Okay, and to let you know, this is the number of words that I have. Okay, compare it. I only have 32 subscribers and less than a 1k readers. Compare it with these numbers, right? Compare it with these numbers. This I have no idea. This one's old. This one and this one, right? So if you look at the numbers, obviously they're not very, because this is very niche. When you write a mafia romance, you don't tend to read things about like mermaids normally. So this is what happened, right? So when I finished it, I will write this. So I tell the editor, because they have to mark it complete before it's actually completed. You can't actually mark it yourself. And then from there, they will determine like the system and stuff like that. So you gotta give your Goodnovel ID if they don't know you. And if they know you, then you just give them the book link and everything. So after that, I did ask this, okay? This is what she sent me. And this is what she sent me, okay? She sent me this herself. No further explanation. I was like, okay, I hit 120 words. I'm gonna get 50 USD. Next thing. Okay, this was in January. I was still in Japan when that happened. I was probably confined to the room or something. I can't remember, okay? I can't remember the details of my holiday very well right now. But I saw this and I jumped. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So because she sent me this previously, right? And it's like when a book on Goodnovel is first completed and like 120k words of more, 50 USD, non-exclusive rewards. So I was like, you sent me this, I found it, and why is it like that? And literally I showed her words, 122,000. So I asked, and she gave me this bullshit the next day. Didn't I inform you last month? Look, if you truly were working as an editor, shouldn't you know your job? to inform people about this. And this is what she said: if not, I apologize to you, because I've always sent an email to authors who also have a similar condition. Bitch, nothing was said. Okay, nothing was said. It was done behind my back. This was done in November, adjusted in December. Only when I confronted her in January, then she told me this. And they say every month we check the quality of our sign books and we find low quality content. Define low quality content. Because just because this number doesn't hit 3 figures, right? She's like, oh, low quality content. If you truly wanted to say that, you should have just said, if you don't hit X number of subscribers, then we will exclude you from the rewards. Like, they should have just been very upfront. But they say low quality content, so I wasn't happy. And then they say we deduct some in part, like part of the income for low quality content. And then you found that your content is tilted and may influence readers' feelings. Like, excuse me, I write better than 90% of people on Goodnovel itself. I may be niche, but the content quality is not a problem. So I asked, and I asked, and I asked, and I received no reply till today. But guess what? Yesterday, new editor. Don't you think it's a little bit strange? Don't you think it's a little bit strange? Why is this all happening? So I have also sent her the same thing, and I'm pending a reply, but I'm doing a stream first, alright? Because I don't believe that Goodnovel is doing the right things, okay? I'm just gonna say outright, there is a lot of suspicious things that's going on with the company. Like, why do I have to change 4 or 5 editors in a year? How many editors has it been since 2023, okay? Let me see this. This one's in 2023, right? Okay, 2023. Before this, it was Joy. Okay, and before that, it was Ashley. Okay, in my time with Goodnovel itself, from 2021 till 2024 this year, right? I have all the records here. Look at this. Most of the records are here. Okay, is that page 2? I don't remember. Okay, this is in 2021. Goodnovel, Hello Sign. So first it's Claire. And then it is, who is it again? Arch editor. This one. Claire, okay. And then Ashley. And then Joy. And then Austin. And I had no idea who the fuck Austin is. And then Sabrina. And Sabrina ditched me here. And now it's Zora. Like, look at the number of editors that changed. Okay. And some of them don't even reply your emails. That's the worst part. You gotta find them on Facebook. I don't have everything here because some of them are on Facebook, especially with Claire. I remember that time it was with Claire. It was on Facebook. It had to be on Facebook. I don't know why, but it was so crazy. Your logistic systems are all over the place. The UI kind of looks better right now. It still kind of looks like this though. It still kind of looks like this. I have gotten used to it, but for people who are used to more professional looking things, you might find this a little bit choppy. Trust me though, this is one of the better sites already. I've seen worse. But anyways, yeah, that is what I wanted to say for the Goodnovel fiasco. So, any questions so far? Please let me know so that I can tackle them right now. It's really irritating, really irritating, not gonna lie. The contract thing, they're not legally obliged or legally binding with their promises to pay out rewards. So the rewards is something that can be to their whims and fancy, and they are not very transparent. You cannot find, unlike Webnovel, you cannot find a draft contract on their website, and the only way to get a draft contract is to actually ask for a contract, which is weird. And I'm gonna tell you why it's weird. Because since 2021, all the contracts that I signed look different from each other. Okay, the main gist of the terms are still there, but a lot of the formats, a lot of the terms and conditions, they have been adjusting it throughout. They don't have one that's fixed. Yep, they don't have one that's fixed. Sometimes they include a phone number you can call, other times they have an email, sometimes they have a name, the same name though, the same name and same signature, but all the other terms are just not it. They change a lot of things. Should I stay on Webnovel? I mean, to be honest, right now, there are a few big players here. Okay, if you're on FL, there's Webnovel, there's Goodnovel, there's Dreamy. If you're on ML, there is Webnovel again. There is Meganovel, which is the brother company of Goodnovel, and there is Ringdom. So, among all these, I would say it depends on the kind of toxicity that you want to embroil yourself into. None of them are good, but there is always a lesser evil, and I would say for now, the lesser evil might be web novel. At least, okay, at the very least, web novel is transparent. You can have all the resources and take a look at the contracts yourself before you sign it. They're not saying it's a good contract, but they're also saying this is the contract, so you choose if you want to sign yourself up for that. But Goodnovel, on the other hand, they're not so transparent with their promises, unlike web novel in itself. So web novel tells you things like, oh, you have to earn at least this amount of money before we pay you additional amount of money and qualify for it. Otherwise, it's just 50% of whatever shares that's there. And they did mention in the contract that, stuff like bank charges and whatnot will be borne by the writer themselves, not by web novels. So it's like 50% minus X amount of charges from your country and stuff like that. It is confusing. They don't tell you the whole thing, but they at least tell you what to expect. So that's web novel in itself. Decide if you want to stay there or if you want to try other places. Because on Goodnovel, it's a little bit more unknown. I'll guess it's more unknown because they don't tell you a lot of things. Like, look anywhere over here and see if I can find a place to actually download a copy of that thing. I don't think so. Create. Maybe this. No, not even this. Literally, there is no place that you can download a copy of the contract. Exclusive or non-exclusive contract. Like, literally, there's no way. Terms of use. Legit. Web map. Writer benefits, content policy, hot searches, yeah, what's content policy? Yeah, so things like that. Okay, look, they say these things are not allowed, okay? Book title not allowed. And then after that, they say these things not allowed. They say these things not allowed, okay? And then the content and stuff like that. But, look at how many writers actually violate this and the editors don't even check and they still qualify them for rewards. And all the writers who are obliged by all these things, they still get penalized because they're not popular. So yes, there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes of Goodnovel, which is, yeah, you pick your poison. That's all I'm gonna say. Any other questions? I can't decide for you if you should stay on web novel, but I'm gonna tell you Goodnovel is not someone that I should be promoting right now. I am going to be rewriting my entire e-course, right? I'm gonna have to rewrite my entire e-course. Where is my website? So remember I had the e-course that's free for everyone, and Goodnovel has been a topic that constantly appears. So this is the free e-course that I made, right? For example, this one. Okay, let me just see. I have to rewrite the entire thing, which is why I'm not updating it right now. So, platforms review part 1. Okay, this was done very, very long ago. It was done in 2021 when there were not many options. So, of all of it, right, I did review all these. Like, for example, web novel is here, Moonquill is here, Starry, actually Dreamy is here, and then Wattpad is here, and then Tapas. And you see, Goodnovel was very, very, very low down the rankings of it. But along the way, they improved for a little bit of time. They had a company reshuffle and stuff like that happened in there. I don't know what happened, but a lot of my editors changed this all, and things improved for a period of time. The communication was not zero. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was like, oh, it's like dating a toxic guy and not knowing that you've been dating toxic people for a long time, and then you suddenly see all the red flags when you get out of that relationship. Yeah, that's what it is. So you see that the rankings change. This is done in 2023, right? Just before this fiasco happened, November as well, okay? And I did say Goodnovel was better, and I put web novel below the rankings. Okay, can you see? I put Goodnovel above web novel, and this is how they treat me. Like, I am not gonna be preaching Goodnovel anymore. And Wattpad is at the bottom here. I don't know, but for me, personal rankings right now. Personal rankings is any platform that allows me to find my viewers and not fuck me up monetarily or legally binding. So, I would prioritize my rights over the monetary benefits of it because Ko-Fi exists for a reason. You know that, right? So the thing is that how do you want to funnel your readers over there? I'm still working on it. If I found my way that made me successful, I'll definitely share it with all of you. And I'll be rewriting every single level of this course over here. Okay, probably not level 5 and 6 or 4 or maybe even 3 because these are not as important. But level 1 and 2 definitely, because a lot of things that I mentioned here, they are good novel related. I want to cry. Yeah, all these, a lot of these things here, good novel as a part of it as well. So I'm not going to be releasing new things anytime soon. But yes, thank you for your videos, have really helped me be more deliberate with my writings. You're welcome, you're welcome. I don't do a lot of writing tutorials and stuff like that because I don't, there's a lot of people out there already doing it, so you can hear it from them instead. What I want to give you guys on my channel is things that are specific to e-fiction publication, because this kind of thing is a little bit new, not a lot of people going on out there, and it's tough to like, you know, navigate through if you're new. So right now I'll say there are no good sites, but you can try all the major ones. Like, you know, publish the same thing, don't sign any contracts on all the major ones, see the reactions first. Don't just randomly take contracts unless you don't mind unless you don't mind taking non-exclusive contracts for everything and not getting paid. So yeah, it's basically like little bitsy pieces of earnings at a time. That's all I'm gonna say. Because profit share, as you can see, unless you're like a mainstream writer, yeah, you don't really get a lot there. But you know, at least the exposure is there and you can take it out to Amazon. So let me show you. This is my Amazon. Ignore the rest of it. This is my Amazon, okay, for I just published this today. Fuck you. Close. Alright, so I'm also I was stressed and I decided to create some notebooks. Ignore this, ignore this, ignore this. This one. This one here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I do on Amazon. This is KDP Amazon. So you create an account. It doesn't matter which country you are, you can definitely still use this. Except if you are not in one of the specified countries here, US, UK, France, ES. If you're not one of these countries that Amazon supports payment for, they will send you a check through mail to your country when you have the minimum balance required, which I haven't had it before, so it's gonna take a while. Like you see, the haunted vibrator, I left the title the same, but I split it in two, so I had a subtitle over here and I changed the cover. So this is acceptable in Goodnovel's terms and conditions, right? I am not violating anything, and I did release this after I completed it on Goodnovel, so this is fine. So what you would do, I would recommend you to do, is to complete your work. Take your time, finish the writing, don't give yourself pressure, find non-exclusives if you want to publish on Amazon. So this is how you do it, and then you edit, and once it's done, format everything, and then Kindle is here. Can you see? So you can publish on Kindle, you can publish a paperback, you can also publish hardcovers now. This, I am very excited because I haven't had the author's copy for it yet. I am too poor to ship anything over to myself, but yes, the standard size I would recommend for paperbacks and hardcovers is 6x9. You can do a lot of research by yourself on like Amazon publishing, because there are more authors out there who is doing Amazon publishing than e-fiction publishing. But the conversion process, I would recommend you to go for either no contracts or non-exclusive contracts if you don't need money there, because you can make your money on Amazon, you can make your money on Ko-Fi, it doesn't matter. Alright, and this one, so Egos is also one of it. So the reason why I published it as a paperback and not a Kindle version is because I rewrote Egos a little bit. Okay, I rewrote the content a little bit. It is still the same synopsis, right? But the contents differ from Goodnovel. And the thing about Goodnovel is they don't allow you to really edit every chapter like very freely. So I didn't update that. But anyways, I didn't want Goodnovel to get their hands on a Kindle for comparison. That's why I made it a paperback, right? It is not major edits, but there are substantial edits. So these are the old works. This one I published on Amazon first. This one I did it in a different name, so now you know. And this one, yes, my very first book. So I don't have a lot up here, but I've written more on Goodnovel and webnovel than I have here. Can you see? Excluding the notebooks, but the rest of it here, yes. And then what I do is, let me show you. This is on Ko-Fi, right? The reason why I moved from Patreon to Ko-Fi right now is because I needed this thing here, shop. Alright, there is shop and there is commission. Commission I renamed to services right now. Ta-dang. Okay, but anyways, the services are not so important because nobody ever finds me for it. But the shop, the shop. Okay, if you're an artist, you would do commissions here and it's really helpful. But the shop is what I wanted. Ta-da! Wow, so many things right now. Yes, that's because I put all the books up here, including the ones that I have completed on Goodnovel, including the ones that are semi-completed. So the thing about Goodnovel is you have to complete it first there, right? But nobody said that you can't upload it behind Goodnovel because I was told I could. So seasons 1 to 5 of Godfather World is here because I'm writing season 6 right now on Goodnovel. And this one over here is a repackaged version of Time Cross Academy. So yeah, I'm still collecting funds for the art. It's about 150 USD. I paid half the amount. I don't have the other half yet, so it's gonna take a little while. But anyways, this kind of things you can do on Ko-Fi. Tadang. So I wrote like the synopsis and everything and what it what it has in here. And I made it an option for people who want to support me to actually go like, you know, find it. And then there are nice souls who actually do one-time payments over here to like donate for me. Yeah, this is my second channel stuff because I'm also a streamer on a second channel. So it's really strange. This is technically my main channel, right? My second channel has surpassed my main channel in subscribers. I am scratching my head in confusion right now. But anyways, this is, ignore all this. I kind of just combined everything because I do a little bit of everything everywhere. So yeah, that's the gist of it. So I'm trying to pull more people over to Ko-Fi instead of Patreon. I used to have a Patreon. I will show you. And I did mention after I finished the last chapter of the thing that I am no longer on Patreon. So this is the one that most of my Patreons come for. So this is the exclusive content on Patreon, but I will be discontinuing it, and I did say this over here, so this was the last one. Oops, I cannot show you this because it's paid content, right? But anyways, this is what has happened so far. I hope that this makes it better for everyone else. It's a lot of refunneling people. I would say the people who are interested in supporting you will go through hoops in order to get money to you, right? But the people who are just there for a good time and no strings attached, yeah, it doesn't really matter. They just read, enjoy, move on, and that's it. They don't even comment half the time. So there's no use being mad about how much money you earn from these folks. It's really no use. And also the reason why I go to Patreon is because not Patreon, Ko-Fi, is because if you don't opt in, it's free, so they don't take any commission charges at all. But if you opt in, it's 5% commission charges. Compare it with Patreon. Where's my payouts? I'm gonna show you all these very, very transparent thing right now. So this is a lot of things that I did. Yeah, and then where is? Can I not? Oh, is it this one? Yo, I'm so noob at this. How do I amount? No, this is not the full amount. How do I? I'm a little bit confused right now. Okay, hold. Earning breakdown by month. No, I can't remember. There is one part here. Insights. Is it insights? There is one part here that showed me the platform. What do you call it? Platform fees or something. It is fluctuating. I'm gonna say it fluctuates. This is the new thing. I no longer see it here, I think. I don't remember. There we go. Look at the platform fees here, okay? Look at the platform fees. Okay, we'll take a completed month for an example, alright? Ta-dang. So the amount of money that I earned is 909. And then the payment fees, I don't know what payment fees are, probably on their side or something, is 153, and the platform fees is 0.46. This payment fee thing doesn't reflect on Ko-Fi. Whatever that the person pledges, they actually pay in full to your Ko-Fi and right into the Ko-Fi's tied PayPal account. So this thing doesn't actually exist, right? And then after that, platform fees, as you can see, if you do the math a little bit, okay, say 0.46909. 0.46 divided by 9.09, okay, is about 5% as well, right? Slightly a little bit more than 5%, but it's about 5% as well. But this payment fees thing, I'm very confused because look at the fluctuations, okay? It makes no sense, really. And then the earnings is like way lesser than you get from there. So it's a little bit confusing for me on Patreon on why this is happening. So I refuse to use Patreon after this because, first and foremost, Patreon doesn't offer me the shop category, and I needed this shop category, which you can definitely, you know, ta-da, like click on all these things and have it on. Why is this not showing? I gotta fix this. NSFW LGBTQ. Yes. It is not working for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna fix this after I end the stream. Yep, so any questions for now? Because if there are not, I'm gonna end the stream right here before I ramble on. I have a lot of things to do, like for example, writing Godfather World. Yeah, and studying and getting a life. Okay, no questions. I'm gonna end the stream right now so that I can. Oops, shit. I am a streamer. I swear, I'm a streamer. I promise. Yeah, I'm gonna end this stream right here. If you have any more questions, I am on Discord, even though my server is dead, and I may not reply instantly, but I will still get back to you eventually. Alright. For those of you who didn't manage to catch this and are watching this on VODs, thank you as well. And you can find me on Discord. My VTuber is broken again. Wow, brilliant. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna end this now. Bye.